On 5 News, triple murder. 3 members of a British family are shot dead in Pakistan. The couple and their daughter were gunned down in a graveyard. It's thought they were the victims of a family feud. Also, more bad news for BA. The airline posts record losses of more than £500 million. The mother accused of killing her children in Spain is charged with their murder. Candid Cowl, Simon shows a softer side in his last interview before leaving American Idol. And
I'm just feeling terrible.
Been up all night with food poisoning.
Really bad migraine.
World Cup shirkers, why record numbers of people will phone in sick this summer. Welcome to 5 News, I'm Charlotte Hawkins. A British family has been gunned down in Pakistan. Mohammed Yousaf, his wife Pervez and their young daughter were murdered at a cemetery in the east of the country. Police say they believe the gunmen were related to their victims and attacked them because of a marriage dispute. At the family home in Lancashire, neighbours and friends have been paying tributes to the family. Layla Hayes is there. And Layla, what's been the reaction to this?
Hi, Charlotte. Well, everybody here is just in total shock. They simply can't believe circumstances.
Layla Hayes, 5 News, Lancashire.
It's not been a great week for British Airways, and today the bad news continued. They posted record losses totalling £530 million, the worst in the company's history. And the staggering figure doesn't even include money lost from the volcanic ash, meaning things look like they'll get worse before they get better. Jane Dougal is at Heathrow Airport. And Jane, what are BA saying about this?
Well, the figures make for depressing reading, Charlotte, but despite that...
Jane Dougal, 5 News.
Inquests into the deaths of the victims of the July the 7th suicide bombers will examine the alleged failings of MI5. 52 people died in 2005 when 4 terrorists attacked London's travel network. Families of the victims have long campaigned for an investigation into what secret services knew about the killers before the attacks. Social services have been criticised by officials investigating the death of a severely disabled girl. 8-year-old Charlotte Avenell was found hanged in her bedroom after weeks of neglect, despite being well known to children's services. A report found that her social workers were poorly trained and overworked. David Cameron's met the German Chancellor as part of his first foreign trip as Prime Minister. He held talks with Angela Merkel about the attempts to contain Europe's debt crisis, which is currently destabilising the money markets. Our political editor Andy Bell is outside number 10. And Andy, were these talks positive?
Well, Charlotte, I think we heard from David Cameron a message today which we're going to hear again and again when it comes to him talking.
4.5 million pregnancies. Simon Cowell may have a reputation for being the most judgmental man on television, but it seems he saves his toughest criticisms for himself. In an interview with Oprah Winfrey, he admits he gets depressed and feels the pressure from his TV shows, and he's worried he's too old to have kids. Jason's been looking at the sensitive side of TV's Mr. Mean.
Would you like milk?
Tea. Yes, I do milk in mine, please. Okay. And I'm doing Earl Grey.
Two of the most take himself too seriously. Jason Farrell, 5 News.
Coming up on 5 News, the Australian sports star who's caused a storm over gay rights, and...
Catch me if you can, 'cause I'm the England man, and what you're looking at is the master plan.
Find out why John Barnes is back with that rap. All that and more. See you soon. Welcome back. This is 5 News. A reminder of our top story. A British family's been murdered in Pakistan. Mohammed Yousaf, his wife Pervez and their young daughter were shot in a cemetery in the east of the country. Police believe they were related to their attackers. The British mother accused of murdering her 2 children in Spain has been taken to prison after appearing in court. Leanne Smith's 5-year-old daughter Rebecca and her 11-month-old son Daniel were found dead in a hotel in the resort of Lloret de Mar. She's accused of smothering them the same day their father was extradited to the UK to face unrelated child sex charges. Ursula Errington reports from Spain.
Is still only just beginning to unravel.
Ursula's outside the court now. And Ursula, some developments on this within the last few minutes.
Well, we've had it confirmed that Leanne Smith had confessed to murdering her 2 children when she was interviewed by police. And importantly, today in court, she didn't retract that confession. I can also tell you that in the last few moments, she's arrived at that mixed prison in Girona, where she's likely to spend a long time now while she awaits the next stage of the legal process.
OK, Ursula, thank you. Thousands of British troops in Afghanistan have been put under the operational command of the US. Around 8,000 soldiers based in Helmand province will be affected by the move. It's thought to be part of a wider restructuring of NATO forces in the country. The macho world Australian sport has come under attack after a popular star said gay athletes should stay in the closet. Jason Ackermanis, who plays in the Australian Rules Football League, said if a teammate admitted being gay, it would break the fabric of the club. He denied he was being homophobic, but his comments have been condemned by gay rights groups. Here's our chief correspondent, Jonathan Samuels.
Sport. Jonathan Samuels, 5 News.
Now, it may be a few years since Terry Venables was England manager, but he still found a way to support the team ahead of the World Cup.
Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still I am sure.
This is his unofficial World Cup song. It's a cover of the Elvis classic If I Can Dream. To celebrate its release, he performed the song during the first gig ever held on top of the O2 Arena in London. And with Terry's voice still ringing in your ears, it's worth remembering that it's just 3 weeks before the tournament in South Africa kicks off. Devoted football fans won't want to miss a single match, meaning work needs to be put on hold. And researchers found that record numbers are expected to show their bosses the red card by throwing sickies throughout the tournament. Julian explains.
Yeah, hi, I'm not going to be able to make it.
Julian Drucker, 5 News.
That's it from us. Coming up on Live from Studio 5, Minnie meets Katie Price as she launches a brand new range of baby clothes and...
You do? Let me tell you a little secret. OK, never mind.
Superstar Janet Jackson's live on the show on the red carpet of her premiere of her new film. That's with Ian, Kate and Emma at 6:25. But from everyone here, goodbye.